Hi, everyone. Dr. Frankie here, and it's Thursday, and I'm thrilled to be here with you all to cover another important topic. Hope that you get a lot out of it. And if you know anybody that would benefit from anything that I discuss, please share. And also, if there's any thoughts or comments that come to mind, post below and I read them and I like to respond to them. So don't hesitate to share your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. And if you have any suggestions about topics that you might want to hear me cover that I haven't covered before, or you want me to talk about it some more, expand on it anyway, I'd love to hear from you. So feel free to reach out to us. If you're single and you're out there trying to date and find quality matches, then definitely get into my matchmaking database. And if you're queer, go to littlegaybook.com. And if you're straight, go to littleblackbookmatchmaking.com or drfrankie.com to get into our database. And if you actually are thinking, you know what, I actually want to hire a matchmaker on the team that's actually going to listen to my needs, figure out who might be best for me, and actually coordinate dates for you, where you're going out with somebody who's more at your level, your caliber, professional, quality, relationship minded, schedule a call with us. We can chat with you about all the ways that you can get involved in dating smarter and having us support you in that process. So definitely reach out. And for those of you that are new to me and my channel, I'm a clinical psychologist, a board certified sex therapist who's been practicing for over 2 decades. And I'm also the CEO of Little Gay Book and Little Black Book Matchmaking. So I've been a matchmaker basically my whole life since I was a teenager. And I'm able to, on a daily basis, help people really find love and connection and deeper relationships, both through being a psychologist and also a matchmaker. So, yeah, I'm thrilled to share all that I've learned with you weekly here. And I appreciate those of you that have subscribed to my channel. And if you're liking what you're learning that I'm putting out, please subscribe if you haven't already. Click that little bell below and hit all notifications. And every week on Thursdays, you'll get a new video from me. And then you'll also get access to Love, Laughs, and Lessons, which is my podcast. And we have guests on every week talking about anything related to love, romance, sex, dating, relationships, all those things that are interpersonal and that really matter. I mean, what are we doing here in this life? It's all about connection, authentic connection, having long relationships, whether it be relationships with family, friends, romantic partners, but figuring out how to have healthy, happy relationships. And it starts with you. So figuring that out first and then working on all the rest. All right, here we go. We're just going to jump in. Dating as a chronically ill person. Important topic. Dating is hard for us all, but not equally hard for everyone, right? For chronically ill people, dating has an extra set of challenges, from navigating logistics to negotiating the complex economy of care work. It can feel really daunting to look for human connection, even in a world that's impossible to navigate alone. I'm going to share what I recommend that you all keep in mind. Put your health first. Dating as a disabled or chronically ill person often means considering and, having some considerations, and riskable able-bodied people don't necessarily need to consider. It can be a drag to have to take into account factors that other people in your life don't, or have to cancel plans yet again, or have to explain to a new date why their proposed plans for the evening won't actually work for you. But your relationship with yourself and your body are the most important ones in your life. And romantic relationships with others won't succeed if those aren't on a stable footing. So caring for yourself and your health, first and foremost, is most important. This may look like dating at a different pace than others. Maybe spending more time chatting online or doing a first date via FaceTime to conserve the energy of going out until you're sure this is someone you're actually really interested in. It may mean being strict about COVID safety and only dating folks who are down to have outdoor dates and discuss safety going forward. Although this process can feel really frustrating, and prioritizing your health early on is a really good way to ensure that the partner you end up with, they're ready to prioritize your health too. Because if it doesn't start with you, like I said earlier, it's got to start with you. Be clear with yourself and others about what you need in a partner. Any kind of long-term romantic relationship is ultimately a negotiation about how you'll each take care and take turns showing up for each other through the lows and crises of life, and whether you can consistently rely upon each other for care, work, and material support. Dating as a disabled or chronically ill person just means that you may have more advanced information about some of these lows and crises ahead of time and can think about what your needs are in those situations. We can hopefully presume that your partner wants to show up for you and care for you as a chronically ill person, but it's up to you to define for them what that actually looks like. Many of us are socialized to avoid discomfort or illness, and we don't always know instinctively what to do to support someone who's sick or in pain, even when we very much want to. Chronically ill people are more likely to get the care they need from a partner if they can identify what's most useful to them and communicate this very directly to their partner, ideally upfront or ahead of time, before you're in a flare up. Resist the urge to minimize your needs or to work to be more accommodating early on. The messier you are at the beginning of a relationship and more honest you are about your needs, the more authentic and successful your relationships can be. When you're in pain, is it helpful to have someone else already versed in the best interventions for you so that you can offer them without having to make decisions? Do you need someone to take on extra housework or specific tasks when you're feeling sick? Is it important for an able-bodied partner to attend doctor's appointments with you to back you up or take notes in support of you? Are you looking for a partner who's emotionally regulated enough to let you be in bed and maybe be in a bad mood, or you're dealing with pain and letting you kind of be in that and do what you need to do to get through it without trying to actually fix it? Telling a partner these needs explicitly makes it much more likely they'll be able to meet your needs, or at least make it quicker to find out if your partner isn't able to meet them. Talk openly about your care, work, and equity in your relationships. One major concern many chronically ill or disabled people have when dating is that the care required from a partner will lead to resentment or guilt. This isn't totally unfounded. Many able-bodied people do harbor the fantasy that chronically ill people in their life will eventually get better, even if subconsciously, and conflict does sometimes crop up around resentment or care fatigue or just exacerbated versions of able-bodied arguments about who's doing the dishes. The solution for this isn't to try to diminish your own needs or go without care and support that you know you actually need, but to address these concerns head on with open communication, which you know I talk a lot about, and you can find previous talks and articles in my blog about it. If you really trust that your partner will tell you that a request isn't realistic for them or is causing them to feel overburdened, you can more confidently accept the care they do offer without reservation. If there does seem to be some strain developing in the relationship, open lines of communication can help you discuss what's happening freely and work together to find solutions. Maybe it's possible to shift the balance of your relationship in other areas, or for you to take on more in a different capacity. Or maybe there are places you or your partner can reach out to a larger support network to get your needs met outside of the relationship. If resentment, codependency, or conflict around care is a persistent problem and you're struggling to manage it alone, couples therapy may help you both find resources and tools to navigate your situation differently. That's what I got for you today. So if this resonates for you, I would love to hear it. Comment. If you have any questions, comment. And if you think this would help somebody else, please share. And I will see all of you next week. Enjoy the week. Take good care of yourself, and kisses and hugs. Bye, everyone.